Lightning win, baby! Lightning win 4-2 in Game 2 of the Boston Bruins versus Tampa Bay Lightning series. Whew. The Lightning come out in this game on fire. I mean, you kind of expected it after losing Game 1, 6-2. Again, NBC loved to point out that it was 6-2, and they literally, I don't know if they watched the game, even though they broadcasted it, but they kept mentioning how bad of a game it was by the Lightning. And I don't feel like the Lightning had a terrible game. I think the Boston Bruins had a great game, and that they limited the Lightning's double chances, like we'd only get one shot, no rebound. But I still don't think we had a terrible game. As I said, though, the Lightning coming out absolute buzzing in the beginning of this game. I think we were out shooting the Bruins 10-0 at one point. Torrey Krug of the Boston Bruins takes a slashing call on Braden Point. I'll kind of agree here that was a totally weak call. I wouldn't have liked to seen that one called, but either way, they called it, and the Lightning score on the ensuing power play. Yanni Gourde gets the goal, and this is an absolute great passing play by the Lightning. Sergachev has it at the blue line. He's over here, right? I'm Sergachev. He plays over to Point, who's over here. Gourde is way over here. Tic-tac-toe passing. Gourde goes around Rask and gets the goal. Oh, that was so beautiful. Again, Boston fans not very happy. Rightfully so. I'm agreeing with you that that was not a penalty. That should have been called. Regardless, it was called, and you guys would get some makeup here very soon. But either way, Lightning up 1-0 with 8:13 left in the first period. Now let's get to a little less pretty part of the game for the Lightning. This was where the Lightning domination just stopped. Tyler Johnson takes a roughing against Brad Marchand. Okay. And then the Boston Bruins go to the power play. 5 minutes, 43 seconds left in the period. Brian McDonough just smashes Brad Marchand into the boards. I think McDonough wanted the penalty. Like, I can't see him doing this unless he wanted to take this penalty. Just absolutely, like, this is Brad Marchand, right? He's up against the boards, doing his thing, handling the puck. Here's McDonough. Smashes his face in. Obviously, Marchand goes down. That's clear as day a penalty. Now, Boston Bruins are on a 5-on-3 penalty. And you're like, well, F me, they're going to score for sure. The Lightning, though, put on a defensive clinic on the 5-on-3, and they kill it. Big props over to Ryan Callahan, though, the MVP of that kill. I can just think of one play that he did. Sliding, kicks his leg up, and just blocks the shot. I mean, that is putting heart and soul into blocking a shot. As most ex-Rangers do, Ryan Callahan, MVP on that kill. With 10 seconds left on the 5-on-3, oh my goodness, the shot comes in. Vasilevsky just misses. It hits the post off of Vasi's back. So just pretend it hits my nameplate, right? And then it goes and hits the other side of the post and somehow stays out. I don't even know. I was stressed. I was stress sweating when I was watching that live. How did that puck stay out of the net? I don't know, but the Lightning end up killing it. But anyway, the Lightning do kill off that 5-on-3, and you're just like, heck yeah, shutout incoming, am I right? No, not right at all. I forgot to mention this earlier. Rask, by the way, when the Lightning were dominating in the first 10-15 minutes of the game, was huge. Many times shut the door on the Lightning. And honestly, there was a reason this game was even close, because this could have been blown out of the waters in the first period if it weren't for Rask. A minute 36 left in the first period. A pretty sloppy play by the Lightning. The Bruins get the puck, and they're taking it up our end. Marchand gets the puck, takes it through the center ice, gives over to Bergeron, who feeds a nice pass over to McAvoy, who is in Main Street, wide open net to shoot at because Vasi can't cover the whole thing with absolutely no coverage. I mean, you'd expect him to score that 1-1 with a minute left in the first period. But that would do it for the first period. Now we're on to the second period, so let's talk about it. 14 minutes and 42 seconds left in the second period. It's DeBrusk, over to Krejci, over to Backes, who shoots it, and Vasi with the full stretch save. How did he get over? I don't know. It was just... I don't know how we did it. Full stretch, Vasi makes the save, and it is still 1-1. Praises. Thank you, Vasi. A little bit of a Vasi chant going on after that one. But it remains 1-1. With 9 minutes 50 seconds left in the second period, Lightning are scrambling around their own zone. Palat finds it, dumps it off the boards to a very speedy Braden Point, who just beats the defender onto the puck, who finds Johnson wide open on the other side, and Johnson all the way scores! But what was Rask doing? I mean, Rask had an exceptional game. Like, wow. Like, kept the Bruins in it this entire time. But I don't understand completely what he was doing. Nobody really did either way. Lightning will take that. I mean, Johnson had pretty much all the net to shoot at, so Lightning up 2-1. Not too much else super exciting happened in the second period, so we'll head over onto the third period and discuss that. 16 minutes, 42 seconds left in the third period. Kevin Miller takes a boarding call against Braden Point. Not a good move there, definitely a boarding call. And a huge scrum ensues. That would end up being 2 penalties apiece. I think it would be Yanni Gord, Strawman, obviously Kevin Miller, and Torrey Krug going all off on that one. But nobody would score on that. I think it was still 5-on-5 regardless, so no harm, no foul there. Now here's the one I saw a lot of people getting angry about. With 12 minutes and 29 seconds left in the third period, David Pastrnak lifts Hedman's stick, and Hedman's stick then lifts into his own face and cuts him right under his eyeball. And the NBCs were very quick to say they got it wrong. It was himself. Hedman did it to himself. I don't know the actual rule on this one, so if I'm wrong on this, correct me, but I don't see Hedman did it to himself. He obviously didn't lift his own stick into his face. It was Pastrnak who aggressively lifted up Hedman's stick into his face, which then cut him. It wasn't like Hedman just did, and NBC was calling it friendly fire, and that's definitely not the case what happened. Now, I don't know if they can call that, but I don't like how NBC said it was friendly fire and Hedman did it to himself, when that clearly is not the case. Anyways, the Lightning did get a 4-minute power play as Hedman was cut, whether that was right or wrong. The Lightning did not score on it, so no harm, no foul, I guess, maybe. I mean, if you're a Boston fan, I guess you'd probably be pretty upset about that if it is not a written rule. But moving on, Lightning did not score. Just under 6 minutes left in the game, the Lightning are doing their forecheck that they have been known for doing. That is what has gotten the most of their success this season, is the forecheck. They do it, the puck does exit the zone, but Marchand incidentally passes it back to Point, who is still in the zone, so therefore no offside because Marchand passed it back. Point over to Palat, who snipes it right past the ear of Rask. He's stuck in this position. Somehow, it still finds the back of the net, just under the bar. Lightning up 3-1, and you're like, man, they're going to put this away. It's all over. But that would not be the case because the Bruins would push back. 4 minutes, 6 seconds left in the game. The Lightning take an unreally necessary icing, and that gives the Bruins a chance to put on the lines that they want. Both the D-men have a good shot. The Bruins win a face-off. It ends up going to Krug, who shoots it, and it's a stinky goal. I'm sure Vasi would like that one back. It goes in, though, and it is now 3-2 with just 4 minutes remaining in the game. And, well, that's a lot of time when you're playing the Bruins. 2 minutes, 16 seconds left in the game. Rask mishandles the puck behind the net. Stamkos over to Miller with a wide open net, and it doesn't go in. What happened there? I'm gonna die. Well, Miller was very upset going to the bench after that. I don't know if it got deflected. They didn't actually show it. Again, NBC. Gosh darn it. So we don't know what happened there. So just under a minute left of the game, the Bruins pull their goalie, and now it is panic mode for every Lightning fan and Bruin fan across the world. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but my heart was racing at this point in the game. 29 seconds left of the game. Hedman blocks a crucial shot, which then the puck finds Braden Point, who finally gets a goal for himself after a 3-assist night. Braden Point gets the 4th on an empty netter. Lightning finally get to say that they tied the series up 1-1. Whew, now we have to go into the Bruins lair. Now, I expect a very strong performance from the Bruins in the next game. I mean, they can't be really too disappointed. They did get a win in Tampa, which is huge for them. But I have to say that the Bruins are going to come out strong. I'm sure they're not going to be too happy about the defeat. But I think the Lightning are also going to be motivated to come out strong as well. So it's going to be a super interesting series, guys. If you're not watching it, you can definitely watch it. I think it's just on any NBC, NBCSN, and I think you might have that with any generic TV package. But either way, guys, I mean, this was a huge win for the Lightning. The Lightning really did need to win this game. You cannot lose 2 in a row in the playoffs, especially the second round at home. So I'm really happy that the Lightning won. Really happy with the performance. 4-2 is your final. Tampa Bay Lightning will be heading into Boston Wednesday night, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but I believe it is Wednesday night. And, well, guys, are you ready? I have this poster here. I got this actually at the game I went to against the Devils. And every time we win, I've been putting a lightning bolt. So we only need 11 more wins until we win the Stanley Cup. So I will see you guys in the next episode. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a rating. If you hated it, feel free to leave a dislike. But yeah, guys, we're trying to get 2,000 subscribers, and you guys can help us by hitting that subscribe button. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video.